Important information for all parents and guardians who should know before child start to swimming lessons. You must know, inform the coach about your child's health condition. For example, if your child has or had breathing problems, asthma, some types of surgery, some mental or physical problem or disability. Any detail is important for us to know, so we will know what kind of learning method to use. It's important to know if the child has received swimming lessons in other places. Detail the information to your coach. Any negative experience that your child has or had in the water should be reported to your coach, either by a relative or another coach who do not know how to take the methodological step of teaching, or if there is another type of psychological trauma. We must to know what is the situation of the child. This can help a lot to quickly resolve the adaptation with the water or the aquatic environment. Parents should be prepared themselves psychologically before taking the step of enrolling their child in swimming lessons. Each child is a different world, and nobody knows how they will react. First, for them, the pool is like a big sea. Second, they are going to be with a unknown person. These are reasons enough to understand any kind of reaction. They can cry or just be happy. This is why the parents must understand and be prepared more emotionally than the children. Depending on each case, if the child stops halfway in the learning process, it can cause a deep psychological damage in the child. If the parents do not tolerate the screaming and crying in the pool during the adaptation and they retard the child, when the parent wants to retake the classes, usually will be a big problem. The smaller the child, the less will be his period of distress. The older is the child, the adaptation period will be higher. However, every rule has an exception. There are children who are happy and calm and do not put any resistance. 80% of the children cry, scream, kick, bite, vomit, do everything in their powers to not participate in the classes. This is the main cause of why parents do not make the effort for their children to learn how to swim. Other is that they never have the time to take them for the classes. There are two ways we work with the children, depending on the ages. It can be parental involved in the classes, which is the best way while the child is adapting to the aquatic environment and to the instructor. The other way is for the parents to observe the child in a place where the child can see them. Some children behave better when the mom and daddy is not around. It's very important that parents ask and learn how to the exercise of the classes so they can participate with them and help to accelerate adaptation process. All parents always ask me how soon will their child learn how to swim. The answer is very simple, depending on how you raise your child. Whatever is spoiled child, rude, aggressive, loud, indisciplined, grump, etc., the teaching job will take much longer. If the children is the opposite side, affectionate, calm, passionate, follow instruction, respectfully educate, and above all discipline, in 8 classes or less time, the child will learn how to swim. Now we're gonna give you some tips for swimming lessons. One of them is the swimming cap. The swimming cap is very important for protect your child against sun rays, prevent pool chlorine from damage the hair, and prevent children from catching a cold. The head is one of the hottest areas for children's body. Children, therefore, during the exercise, their hair warms up more when they're exposed to the current air. They can become easily sick. In addition to this, the cap holds the hair, not allowing to be in the face and make it easy for them to breathe, easily the power to see. Importance of the swimming goggles. Swimming goggles are the key tool for the learning. It protects from the friction of the water and chlorine, and in addition to contracting eye disease. But better of this, all they can open their eyes under the water, and that way they can know what is going on and what is happening and what they are doing. This way they never panic during the lessons. Importance of a good swimsuit. Recommendation. It's very important that the boys wear a lycra swimwear and not regular shorts, and the girls should wear one-piece swimsuit. This is for the safety condition and comfort. This is also necessary for both to wear a rash guard shirt or a swim shirt. It's very important that at least 1 hour before start classes not to feed them any kind of heavy food or foods such as bread, biscuit, cookies, crackers, etc. If they so, they are like a vomit and get a stomach ache. In swimming, 100% of the work is breathing, stimulating the stomach and causing a stomach ache. The work system of the Academy. There are 6 levels. Each level has a duration of 8 classes, twice a week minimum. At the end of 6 levels, there is in the preparation for the pre-team and team. However, most of the children do several level lessons during the same 8 classes, since the training is for 1 hour. Every child or adult must have at least 1 hour of exercise a day. Children have a learning time up to 30 minutes. The rest is for exercise. It's recommended that more follow-up classes the child will learn more faster. If there is a lot of space between one class to the other one, the continuity of learning will be most lost, and the children will take a little longer to learn. Our school system is designed to make use of educational material through toys, float, and children's music. After completing each level, the child will receive a certificate approved by American Red Cross and also proof of what they're learning. We also take a small recording video during their evaluation as a small memorial for the family and the school. Then, with the period of authorization of the parents, we post into our fan page or Facebook for enjoyment of the whole family, and others can see the achievement of your student. Our school provides 2 works classes, one individual, private, and other one in group. Minimum 2 children, maximum 5 children, who must be in the same level of swimming and near ages. If the classes are given in the house or residential pool, the learning process is faster because the child is in her or his own environment and with their family. In addition, their parents are facilitated as they do have to go anywhere, and we try to adjust to their schedules. On the other hand, it's important that they know those classes are recovered, only made by extreme rain or illness, and with the 30 days payment of the classes. We want to give you a message to the parents. Florida is the largest drowning state in the United States. Teach your child how to swim before it's too late. Swimming is the only sport that can save the life of your children. Most of the parents don't know how to swim, and they think that because of nothing happened to them, their child will have the same looking as them. It is good to remember that we are at different times, and that in addition, the state of Florida is surrounded by water and the life. Thank you so much, and we hope this video helped to you to understand how is the process of swimming lessons. We're gonna give you here our website and our phone number to call us if you have more questions. Have a great day.